Welcome back, explorers. Waving hand sign. Whether you're new here or coming back for more, we're diving deep into another fascinating culture today, so stick around, enjoy the journey, and don't forget to like and subscribe. The tribe that defies time. Will their secrets shock you? Imagine a place where time stands still, where the modern world is a distant whisper, and ancient traditions paint every facet of life. Welcome to the Omo Valley in Ethiopia, home to the Suri tribe, around 20,000 souls who live as their ancestors did centuries ago. Their bodies are living art, draped in white clay patterns, vibrant flowers, and lip plates that stretch the lower lip to sizes that defy belief. But what drives a people to preserve such striking, even painful, customs in a world racing toward modernity? The Suri aren't just a relic, they're a vibrant, fierce community, and their story will leave you questioning everything you know about survival, beauty, and human connection. The Suri, also called Surma, are semi-nomadic pastoralists, their lives tethered to their cattle, sacred animals that mean more than gold. A single cow can be worth a year's labor, and a man's wealth is measured by his herd. But this isn't a peaceful Eden. The Omo Valley is harsh, with scorching heat, unpredictable rains, and rival tribes like the Toposa, who raid for cattle and land. In 1995, one such raid left 30 Suri dead, their blood staining the same earth they've walked for generations. Armed with spears and smuggled AK-47s, the Suri fight back, proving they're warriors, not victims. Have you ever wondered what it takes to live in such a raw, untamed world? Their customs are as bold as their battles. Women wear lip plates, starting as teens with a small disc that grows larger, signaling beauty and marriageability. A plate the size of a dinner plate can fetch a dowry of 60 cows. Imagine the stakes. Men, meanwhile, scar their bodies to mark victories or rights, each cut a badge of honor. These aren't just traditions, they're the Suri's identity, a defiant stand against a world that's creeping closer. Outsiders have tried to enter this world. Photographers like Mario Goth in 2017 captured their portraits, only to face suspicion. Missionaries in the 1980s offered schools but were met with resistance. Why do the Suri guard their ways so fiercely? This is just the beginning of their story. From brutal stick fights to sacred rituals, the Suri's life is a tapestry of beauty and brutality. As we dive deeper, prepare to be shocked, intrigued, and maybe even changed. Can a people so different from us hold the key to understanding what it means to be human? Stay with us, because the Suri's world is unlike anything you've ever seen. A day with the Suri, can you survive their world? As the sun rises over Ethiopia's Omo Valley, the Suri tribe awakens in a world where every day is a battle for survival. Their villages, clusters of dome-shaped huts woven from branches and thatched with grass, blend into the savanna like living sculptures. Inside, the air is thick with the scent of earth and smoke. But what does a day look like for a people who live so far from supermarkets, electricity, or Wi-Fi? Step into their world, and prepare to be stunned by a routine that's as beautiful as it is brutal. Women stir first, their lip plates clinking as they kneel to grind sorghum into flour or milk the tribe's sacred cattle. A Suri woman might carry a clay disc the size of a small plate in her lower lip, a badge of beauty that sways as she works. By dawn, she's trekking miles to a stream, a good balanced on her head, while children trail behind, their bodies painted with white clay in swirling patterns. Men, often bare-chested and armed with spears, head out to check the herds. Cattle are the Suri's lifeblood, providing milk, blood, and status. A single cow lost to drought or raiders, like the Toposa who attacked in 2010, killing 20 Suri, can devastate a family. Can you imagine staking your entire livelihood on a herd? Midday brings communal rituals that bind the tribe. Families gather to drink a sacred mix of cow's blood and milk, drawn from a living animal's vein, a practice that shocks outsiders but sustains the Suri during lean times. Children herd goats or play games mimicking donga stick fights, while elders weave baskets or sharpen weapons. Homes are sparse, with dirt floors, sleeping mats, and a few pots. But they're alive with purpose. In 2017, photographer Mario Goth noted the Sui's pride in their simplicity, refusing his offer of modern tools. Yet, danger looms, droughts dry up streams, and rival tribes lurk. How do they keep going? As evening falls, the village gathers around fires, the sky a canvas of stars. Stories of ancestors or warnings about spirits fill the air, while women prepare sorghum porridge. Festivals, like post-harvest celebrations, erupt in color, dancers adorned with flowers and clay leap to drumbeats. But even these moments carry weight. A 2015 drought forced the Sui to skip festivities, focusing on survival. Their days are a delicate dance of tradition and necessity. Can you fathom living this way? Survival secrets of the Sui, can they outwit nature and man? In the unforgiving Omo Valley, where droughts can turn rivers to dust and rival tribes strike without warning, the Sui tribe thrives against all odds. Their survival isn't just luck, it's a masterful blend of ancient wisdom and fierce adaptability. But how does a people with no modern tools or medicine endure in a land that seems to want them gone? Buckle up, because the Sui's secrets will leave you stunned and wondering, could you survive their way? At the heart of Sui survival is their cattle. More than animals, they're the tribe's soul. A wealthy man might own 50 cows, each one a symbol of status and a lifeline. When rains fail, as they did in 2016, wiping out grazing lands, the Sui don't slaughter their herds. Instead, they pierce a cow's vein, mixing blood with milk to create a nutrient-rich drink that sustains families for weeks. This shocking practice, observed by anthropologist John Abink in 2000, keeps the herd alive while feeding the tribe. But what happens when even this isn't enough? They hunt antelope with spears or gather wild figs, their knowledge of the valley's sparse bounty a testament to centuries of resilience. The Sui are semi-nomadic, chasing the rains to greener pastures. This mobility once shielded them from 19th-century colonial armies who struggled to pin them down. Today, it helps them dodge modern threats, like illegal loggers who, in 2013, sparked deadly clashes, killing 15 Sui before the tribe's warriors, armed with rifles, drove them off. Yet, new dangers loom. Government dams, like one built in 2015, flood their lands, forcing relocations. The Sui adapt by trading cattle for metal tools or guns at markets, showing they're not ignorant of the outside world. But trade brings risks. Diseases like flu, carried by traders, can ravage villages. In 2018, a flu outbreak killed 40 Sui, their lack of immunity a brutal reminder of their isolation. Every move the Sui make is calculated, from following ancient migration routes to guarding herds with their lives. Their survival is a high-stakes game, balancing nature's wrath with human greed. How long can they hold out against a world closing in? Their story is a lesson in grit. Will it inspire you or terrify you? Who really rules the Sui? Secrets of their families exposed. In the heart of the Omo Valley, the Sui tribe's families are the glue that holds their world together, but don't expect a cozy sitcom household. Here, power, duty, and beauty intertwine in ways that might shock you. Who calls the shots in a Sui village? And why do women, with their massive lip plates, hold such sway despite a male-led society? Dive into the Sui's family life, where every role is a matter of survival, and the stakes are life and death. The Sui live in tight-knit clans, each village a web of extended families. A headman, chosen for his wisdom and courage, leads alongside a council of male elders, but decisions, like moving camp or settling feuds, are debated communally, often around a fire as cattle low nearby. Men are protectors, herding cattle and fighting in donga battles, ritual stick fights that prove their strength. In 2005, a missionary witnessed a headman resolve a cattle theft dispute, his authority unquestioned yet tempered by elder input. But the real surprise? Women, while not formal leaders, wield immense influence through beauty and fertility. A woman's lip plate, stretched over years to the size of a small saucer, isn't just adornment, it's power, signaling her value in marriage negotiations. Why do these plates matter so much? Women's lives are both revered and grueling. From puberty, girls prepare for lip plates, their lower lip cut and stretched with clay discs, a painful process that can take years. By marriage, a large plate can demand a dowry of 60 cows, boosting her family's wealth. Women grind sorghum, fetch water, and raise children, their lip plates swaying as they work. Yet, they are not subservient. A woman with a grand plate commands respect, her beauty a currency in a cattle-driven world. Polygamy is common, and co-wives, often ranked by seniority, manage household duties but can clash over resources. In 2010, anthropologist John Abing documented a feud between co-wives over milk distribution, settled by the husband's mother, a rare female mediator. Children, painted with clay, herd goats young, but girls face pressure to adopt lip plates, a choice that's both cultural pride and social burden. How do women balance this? Family bonds are sacred, reinforced by rituals like scarification, where cuts mark milestones, births, marriages, or victories. But modernity threatens. Missionaries in the 2000s lured youth to schools, pulling some girls from traditional roles. Most returned, loyal to their clans. The Suri family is a fortress, with women as its quiet architects. Can their strength hold against a changing world? Love or sacrifice? The Suri's shocking romance rituals. In the Omo Valley, love isn't a fairy tale, it's a test of endurance, beauty, and blood. For the Suri tribe, romance is a spectacle where men fight for hearts and women stake their futures on painful traditions. But what does it mean to fall in love when your beauty is measured by a clay disc in your lip? And why do Suri women embrace such extreme customs to win a husband? Prepare to be captivated by a world where love is as fierce as the warriors who seek it. Courtship begins with the donga, a ritual stick fight where men wield 6-foot poles in brutal duels to prove their strength. These aren't mock battles, broken bones and even deaths occur. In 2017, photographer Mario Goth saw a young man collapse with a shattered arm but win a woman's admiration, his pain a badge of honor. Women watch from the sidelines, their lip plates gleaming, judging not just skill but courage. For a Suri woman, the lip plate is her crown. From puberty, her lower lip is cut and stretched with increasingly larger clay discs, a process that's agonizing, taking years. By marriage, a plate as wide as a saucer signals she's a prize, commanding a dowry of up to 60 cows. But what drives a girl to endure this? It's pride, status, and the power to secure her family's future. Marriages are often arranged by families, but attraction matters. A woman might refuse a suitor if his donga prowess or herd size disappoints, though social pressure weighs heavily. Weddings are grand, with days of feasting, dances, and cattle exchanges sealing the bond. Women, now wives, remove their plates for daily tasks but wear them for ceremonies, a constant reminder of their role. Polygamy is common, and co-wives share duties but compete for their husband's favor. In 2008, a missionary recorded a Suri woman proudly enlarging her plate to outshine her co-wife, her beauty a weapon in household politics. Yet, divorce is rare, cattle dowries bind families too tightly. How do women navigate this complex dance? Children born from these unions are raised communally, with girls learning early to prepare for lip plates, a choice that's both cultural duty and personal sacrifice. Missionaries in the 2010s tried preaching monogamy and discouraging lip plates, but most Suri women resisted, valuing their traditions. Love here is a contract, a performance, and a legacy. Can you imagine a romance so steeped in pain and pride? Do the Suri worship gods or fear spirits? Their beliefs will shock you. In the Omo Valley, the Suri tribe lives in a world alive with unseen forces, gods, spirits, and curses that shape every step they take. Their beliefs aren't just stories, they're a survival code woven into the fabric of their lives. But what kind of faith demands blood sacrifices and forbids women from sacred spaces? And how do Suri women navigate a spiritual world that both honors and restricts them? Step into their sacred realm, where the line between devotion and fear is razor thin. The Suri worship Tuma, a sky god who commands rain and fertility, his will as unpredictable as the valley's storms. Ancestor spirits linger, too, guiding families or punishing wrongs. Shamans, or Koma, bridge these worlds, reading omens in cattle entrails or leading sacrifices to appease Tuma during droughts. In 2016, when rains failed, a Koma sacrificed a prized cow, its blood poured onto the earth as women chanted, their lip plates swaying, a ritual witnessed by anthropologist John Abink. Women play key roles in these ceremonies, singing and preparing offerings, yet they're barred from sacred cattle pens during menstruation, believed to anger Tuma. Why such strict taboos? Rituals mark every life stage. At birth, infants are bathed in cow's milk, a blessing for strength. Scarification, where skin is cut to form patterns, honors Tuma and ancestors, with women enduring intricate designs to mark beauty and motherhood. Death is solemn, bodies are wrapped in hides and left for nature, while mourners, led by women, paint themselves white and wail for days. In 1998, a missionary reported a funeral disrupted by rival Toposa raiders, scattering mourners and desecrating the rite. Taboos are ironclad, eating hyenas is forbidden, seen as cursed, and breaking rules risks infertility, a fear that grips women, whose fertility is their pride. How do women bear this pressure? Modernity challenges these beliefs. Missionaries in the 2000s preached Christianity, urging women to abandon scarification. Some youths wavered, but most, especially women, clung to Tuma's ways, their faith a defiance of change. The Suri spiritual world is a tapestry of awe and dread, binding them to the valley. Can such ancient beliefs survive the modern world's pull? Outsiders in Suri land, will their world survive the invasion? The Suri tribe's Omo Valley is a fortress of tradition, but the outside world keeps battering at its gates. From curious photographers to zealous missionaries, outsiders have tried to pierce the Suri's isolation, often with disastrous results. But what happens when a people so fiercely independent face the modern world? And how do Suri women, the guardians of culture, respond to these intrusions? Brace yourself for a tale of clashes, resilience, and a tribe fighting to stay whole. In 2017, photographer Mario Guth arrived, his camera capturing Suri women with lip plates shimmering in the sun. They posed, but their eyes were wary. Past visitors had sold their images for profit, leaving nothing behind. Goth offered gifts, yet some women refused, guarding their dignity. Earlier, in the 1980s, missionaries built schools, tempting Suri girls with books and clothes to abandon lip plates for Christianity. A few enrolled, but most, like a woman named Lael who later returned to her village, rejected the trade-off, her plate a symbol of defiance. Why do Suri women cling so tightly to their ways? More dangerous are resource wars. In 2013, illegal loggers encroached, felling trees on Suri land. Women who gather wood sounded the alarm, and warriors, armed with rifles, fought back, killing 10 loggers but losing 15 of their own. Government projects, like a 2015 dam, are worse, flooding grazing lands and displacing families. Suri women, tasked with fetching water, now trek farther, their burdens heavier. Survival International has rallied for Suri rights, but change is slow. The deadliest threat? Disease. In 2018, traders brought flu, killing 40 Suri, including women whose lack of immunity left villages mourning. How do they endure such losses? The Suri aren't naive. They trade cattle for guns at markets, aware of modernity's pull. Yet, they choose their path, with women leading cultural resistance. In 2020, a young woman refused a tourist's plea to remove her lip plate for a photo, her stance a quiet rebellion. Contact often brings harm, not harmony, and the Suri's independence is their shield. But as the world closes in, can their traditions, and their women's strength, hold firm? Will the Suri's world vanish forever? Here's what we learned. We've journeyed deep into Ethiopia's Omo Valley, where the Suri tribe lives a life that's raw, beautiful, and fiercely independent. From women stretching their lips with clay plates to command dowries of 60 cows, to men battling in brutal Donga fights, the Suri's traditions are a testament to human resilience. Their days revolve around sacred cattle, their survival a dance with nature's whims and rival tribes' raids. Families, led by wise headmen and anchored by women's quiet strength, hold tight to rituals like scarification and sacrifices to Tuma, their sky god. Yet, the outside world, photographers, missionaries, loggers, and dams, threatens their way of life, bringing disease and displacement. Through it all, Suri women, with their lip plates and unyielding spirit, stand as cultural guardians, defying change. But for how long? The Suri's story isn't just a glimpse into a distant world, it's a mirror reflecting what it means to fight for identity in a world that demands conformity. Their courage challenges us. What traditions would you defend? What sacrifices would you make? If this journey into the Suri's world shocked, inspired, or moved you, smash that like button and subscribe to our channel for more stories that uncover the hidden corners of humanity. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an adventure. Share your thoughts in the comments. Could you live like the Suri? Let's keep exploring together.